the fucking most, TJ Bowser, the lady arouser, and joining me is my co-host with the motherfucking co-most, Big Johnny D. What's up, buddy?
What's up, sir? And what is up, buttheads?
Yes.
How y'all
So
doing?
we are live on Facebook and the YouTubes. This episode is 15. We are cooked / the end. We will explain that later. But first, you know what time it is, Johnny. You know what time it is. It's time for your slice of life. Big Johnny D, what'd you do? And I know you missed that. So.
Oh man, I did. What have I done? Well, been working like a motherfucker, and just finally I've been gaming like a motherfucker also on my PC, which is making me happy. Scoobs, what is up, sir? Welcome to the Wake and Bake podcast. Now, man, I've been playing Blood like a motherfucker on my PC and been playing a little bit of Left 4 Dead. And today I will be purchasing the Mortal Kombat Season 2 pass. Yo, man, I need that Rambo. I need Rambo. I need Rain. I need Melina. I need all of it.
Look at my new toy.
What do we got?
This is my new battery.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the cart. That's
wow.
That's a 500 milligram cart.
Look at that thing. That is interesting as fuck. What's in that, buddy?
This is a lemon haze, super lemon haze from Standard Farms. I'm sorry, Chad. It's not Cresco. But I will redeem myself. Here's a new Cresco I just cracked today. Battery nice. So, but yeah, it's interesting. You see on the bottom here, I don't know how well the focus is, but there's no holes. It's all magnetic. Okay.
Weird.
So when it magnetizes to the inside of the battery, it then punctures that and then allows it to ionize and become the vape.
That is hot.
Yeah. It does run at a very high wattage on default.
Yeah.
So you have to take small hits.
Okay. Can you change that? Or is there ones
not that I know of, but I have to go look at my box again. I think that you just kind of got to train yourself to take little hits with this. Yeah. If it's the CBD blend, it's way too like thin and you just blow through it like crazy quick. Oh, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I have some Lime OG like that right now, and it's delicious. Not like that style though. I have it like the other one, like the Cresco. But other than that, man, I have been just relaxing with the family, prepping for potential Thanksgiving coming up. And because we got 2 of them, but we're only doing 1 here, thank God. So, and top of that, just been checking in Black Friday ads, man. Like, see if anything's decent.
Yeah.
But my Black Friday ads are usually like going to be Steam sales and shit like that this year. Or Epic Game Pass. Other than that, man, I relaxed and I watched our Gore and More movie.
Oh, hey, shout out to
tomorrow.
Graham Painter. He's flexing up on the Ghoulies Unflushed group. Only 2 episodes in, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for everyone. We have some amazing episodes coming your way up until Christmas, so please share, follow, and subscribe, and help us build an even bigger Ghoulies community. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and, of course, the Project Louder website. Yank away, he says.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Shout out to our brother podcast, Ghoulies Unflushed, and as a Project Louder original, hosted by published author Graham Leneve Painter and the very well-known Paul Ashford.
Very well.
Those are our foreigners, our token foreigners, with the exception of Brody. Would you consider Brody a redneck, or is he kind of just like not a foreigner, but more of a redneck? I'd say more of a redneck.
Yeah. I feel like he'd fit in with the people that I and myself work with.
The story he told me the other day, he's extremely redneck.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, bar fights.
Oh.
Bar fights. He went Patrick Swayze on someone.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. Roadhouse. Brody
doesn't wear cowboy boots though, right? He's not like
no.
He's not like that. That's not redneck. That's cowboy. You know what I mean? Like that's full on.
I feel like that's what Australia is though. Like two British people.
Last out west. Yeah,
they're just redneck British.
Redneck British. Brody, let me know how you feel on that or what you think on that.
I think you'll
Good
agree.
luck with it, buddy. He's like, fuck you. Other than that, man, no, just been relaxing. I didn't personally get one, but I got to check out a PS5. My buddy Tom got one, and holy
How's
shit,
them controllers?
dude, the controllers are awesome, and I definitely want to get one. We're going to be actually talking about them a little bit later in this podcast as well. But the sheer size of this motherfucking thing was like way more impressive than what I expected, dude. I don't know why, but it thing was like is almost as tall as my goddamn computer tower. I was like, it's just Texas as a kind of. You know what? Scoob's probably right. But yeah, man, the feedback on the triggers, delicious. And they got a nice weight to it. The buttons feel softer than the PS4.
Mm-hmm. I'd hope.
What's that?
I'd hope.
Yeah, that was one thing with the PS4, like especially like fighters and stuff, like with your thumb moving.
How's the UI smoothness upon launch?
Oh, dude, it's clean. I like it. It's probably one of the best PlayStation menus they've ever had. Yeah. It's not where it's like that fucking line where you got to be like, you know what I mean? They're like,
and that's ultimately why I choose that brand myself. Whenever it comes to gaming consoles of that magnitude, is just presentation and user interface.
And it's a
I find
beautiful
more
system, dude. It's I didn't really like it's all backlit and shit, dude. It's got nice little lights coming out. But you got to have some space for it, man. And it can, I would stand it up. I think it looks cooler standing up, but you can lay it sideways if need be, or if you have to, whatever. But no, man, if, I got to get my hands on a Series X and try it out, but you know what? I would definitely give 2 thumbs up for the PS5, man, if you can get your hands on one, obviously. Yes. Watched a little bit of Spider-Man on it and the ultimate version of MK11, and holy fuck, dude, them load times are ridiculous. There's no load times.
Well, because it's all SSD.
And it's so smooth.
And you could do that with your PS4 if you installed an SSD into it, by the way.
Correct.
Yes.
But, and obviously anybody who's going to be listening, I mean, you can get one if you get one, but you got to have that fucking 4K TV, man. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to enjoy it to its full potential. So, other than that, man, been enjoying myself. How have you been, brother? Welcome back after a 2-week hiatus or sabbatical. I'm not sure how you want to say that.
Yeah, just kind of taking a little mental step back from everything and the whole stress of hosting live shows and running everything. It's a lot to do all at once. I wish I could explain it better, but it's a freight train from the moment I hit fucking start until it hits stop. I am doing so many things that probably 3 people should be doing. And yeah. But anyway, took 2 weeks away from that. Feel a lot better. Gonna have my first episode of Gore and More back tomorrow. Gonna be debuting a new intro for the show. Going to be debuting a new costume. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be reviewing my pick, actually. That's 1986's Bloodhook. And I'm sure that John is just gonna fucking want to talk about that. I'm gonna want to talk about it. It's fucking.
I am very excited to talk about this, but that's gonna be for a totally different show. We can't do that this episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I got some Cocoa Bomb Kush here. That's some pretty good stuff. And like I said, that Super Lemon Haze. I had some Ghost Train OG the other day. I think
Ghost Train OG.
It's really good.
It's an interesting name.
They ran out of it pretty quickly because it's a newer strain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it hybrid?
I think.
Nice.
Weird. Okay. So I think we need to get on with. Actually, no. Let's take a little time to explain the title. We are cooked. In fact, we smoked up before the episode, as we do every episode, and / the end, because this will be the last episode of Wake and Bake. See, this show kind of took on a form of its own and became more of a commentary show where John and I can watch all the cool trailers together and talk about them and talk some news here and there. But we want to take a more focused effort and then add one to the team and kind of like I said, more focused effort into
Yeah,
this.
we just want to like restructure it.
Mhm.
We know where this particular podcast has its strengths and we can see its weaknesses, and we want to restructure and bring something a little bit better to the game.
Yes.
And this was literally a decision like right before the show. And it wasn't anything that we don't love doing the show. It's just, sometimes better ideas come along, and when you hear that shit, you got to jump on board. So hopefully we'll be bringing, like I said, this is the end, but it's not the end. It's going to be a new beginning.
We will be back on a different style, I guess.
Correct.
Yes. Like I said, we'll be adding another one. Cameron Miller from Comics and Kaijus will be joining us, and I'd say it's me more video game focused, and we will be stoned while we do it. So that'll be a precursor.
Yes. Do you want to drop the name now, or shall we wait?
We'll wait until we can get some artwork.
Okay. Well, I like that. That's a good cliff note. So stay tuned, anybody and everybody. I'm still going to call you all my butt heads. Maybe we'll get a whole new name. Maybe it'll be a little different because it's going to be a little bit more gaming.
Oh, we could transfer that over.
Yeah.
Old butt heads. That's too good.
But no, man, it's, we like the articles and stuff, but we definitely like the gaming more. You know what I mean? What's up, Dan? Welcome. Don't mind me if I'm slowing down a little bit here. I was just sharing our lovely podcast. But shall we move it on, sir, to our articles today? See what we got for our current events?
Yeah, so I was never a big fan of the TV show Entourage, so I don't know if I'll like this article.
That's fair. I never watched it, so
okay, fair enough.
I have no judgment. So pretty much, is the cannabis entourage effect real? Taking a walk over to leafly.com today, and whether you're a seasoned connoisseur or a newbie to the herb, you probably have heard of the entourage effect. This is the phenomenon known as the synergy that takes place when THC, CBD, minor cannabinoids, and terpenes work together to provide health benefits. So pretty much, while they each have their own good things, they work better together. So kind of a little life lesson right there, right? This is also frequently referred to as the whole plant medicine or whole plant synergy, and it rests on the premise that cannabis products with many diverse compounds can deliver health benefits that isolated cannabinoids and compounds on their own cannot. So pretty much, what do we know about the entourage effect? For starters, there's evidence that some cannabinoids boost the effects of others. Example, THC can enhance therapeutic performance of CBD, and minor cannabinoids can contribute benefits, blah, blah. So they did So they did a study on breast cancer tissue, and they pretty much did one that says the minor cannabinoids proved their outcome. So I guess the extract was able to kill the tumor better when it was combined.
Tumor!
Right? Good old fucking. Oh man, I haven't watched Kindergarten Cop in a minute. They have girls have a vagina and I have a penis. Steve is cute. So pretty much, get your hybrids. That's what they're saying. Hybrids are always going to be your best, obviously. Now there are certain ailments that, if you
Slimer's in the background. I just realized that.
Yeah, you saw him up there. Yeah. He's doing his thing. But no, so pretty much they're just saying like hybrids itself are in a better strain, which, I feel you could kind of understand that or know that right off the bat.
Yep.
So hopping on over to a new website called weedmaps.com.
Weed maps. Ooh, buddy. Tell more.
Yeah. So this was an interesting article, and I feel it's very fitting for our show. And all these shows on this network, by the way. So you know what? we got 16 shows that we should break down our 16 shows to what we think would go with these. But this article is supposedly their opinion on the 7 best weed strains for listening to podcasts.
Oh, buddy.
All right. So,
Ooh.
very good push.
Diet Coke burps for days.
What's up?
Island Sweet Skunk. I have that right there.
Thank you, Matt. You are correct. Thank you for your PSA. Stop over processing. Interview podcast. They so they suggest the strain Aliens on Moonshine. Interview podcasts are great because they get entertained while also learning about some of your favorite people. Hey, I think we got a podcast like that, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, there we go. Head on over to the old TJ Bowser Power Hour.
Yeah. So get yourself some Aliens on Moonshine. It's a CBD dominant strain that came from crossing sour alien and moonshine. There's a tropical smell and flavor and comes through a sweet, somewhat mango-like notes. The effects tend to be light yet relaxing in both the mind and body.
The next one would be good for Goranmore.
All right. So pop culture podcast. We want to get yourself some Island Sweet Skunk. So pretty much, or actually in the article, they changed around, which makes more sense. A Sweet Island Skunk. That sounds a little better. Flows a little nicer. Sweet Island Skunk is a feel-good strain that tastes sweet and skunky with diesel accents. Generally is somewhat potent. So expect a long-lasting euphoria.
It's good stuff.
That creeps from the mind to the body and relaxes you for the entire 3 hours.
Oh boy.
So you know what, man? Goranmore, we can get you 2, and then you got another hour to go.
There you go.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet, dude.
The next one would be perfect for Somewhat Supernatural.
You are correct. So this is called Dutch Treat, and it is for true crime / nonfiction podcast.
Just plug yourself, Matt.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's got the fair enough. Check out Comics and Kaijus, everybody. So the next one, was going back to Scuba Steve Thunder there, Matt. For true crime / nonfiction podcast, we got the Dutch Treat.
Ooh.
Dutch Treat is a great strain for when you need to concentrate on a task immediately in front of you. This hybrid's high reality opens up the brain and makes it easier to think. It can be potent, but it is often described as a middle of the road experience when you get that, okay, yeah, that bowl hit feeling without being fully immobilized.
Okay. I feel that.
So,
and then the next one is perfect for a rabbit hole.
Oh yes, dude. So not even with the internet culture, but the storytelling podcast. Boy, do we got a strain for you. We got Amnesia Haze. So Amnesia Haze comes from the classic Haze family of the strains that people love for getting active. It can also help clear the head for some people, which is why the top reported effects are uplifted, euphoric, and relaxed. Which is I would say you definitely want to be for podcast, man, or rabbit hole, dude.
Yeah.
You and Mick are definitely going to take you for a ride. So.
I edited a podcast the other day, and it goes, I'm like, listen back, and I'm behind like a good 10 episodes, right? So I'm going back and listening, and I'm editing the audio only versions for distribution.
Okay.
And the episode begins, and Mick goes, so I'm standing there with my penis in my hand, and the rock rolls out the tip, and I feel such relief that I scream in joy, and that's how the podcast starts. And this is an interview, and it's perfect. It's great, and it's everything. And that's that you need to smoke because it's just too much.
What a way to come into it.
Yeah, and the next one would be perfect for Wicked Wednesdays.
Yes, sex / comedy podcast. We got a little ice cream cake. Sounds delicious. Ice cream cake is a cross of gelato number 33. Wow. And wedding cake. I love me some wedding cake, dude. Actually, that was the last one I had in my vape. That was nice. Two extremely potent hybrids. The flavor is dessert-like with a sweet, sugary taste that is accented by berry diesel notes, and the high can be couch locking in larger doses. I like that. Couch locking.
Couch locking.
That's a hell of a term right there. Interesting. So for this one, science/history podcast. So I guess you could also say maybe Scoob. And probably I would wait. No, you know what?
House of 1,000 Discourses.
Okay, I was actually gonna give it to Jerk the Curtain.
Fair enough.
Sometimes you guys go down the wrestling history road.
I thought that that could be more applied to the shortcake.
Yes, as well as Dubag Sports and all that good stuff. So.
That's not running currently.
Oh,
they refuse. They refuse to commentate on sports that don't have crowds. So, and they're focused on their other effort right now, box office banter.
Gotcha. Fair enough. So for science and history podcast, what do we want to say for this one again? What do we want to think for our network here?
House of 1,000 Discourses, or yeah, that one.
Okay, so he gets cherry cookies. Cherry cookies is a cross of cherry pie and GSC that tastes sweet and earthy. Interesting.
Yep.
Maybe a little piney taste. The high will hit you in the head and it will make you easy to focus on the day's task. That sounds nice. In this instance, the high will make it easier for you to learn about Princess Diana's death.
See, perfect.
All right. You're wrong about.
Don't question me. I know my shows.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So now we're going to you and Senor Kaufman.
Yes.
Over at Jerk the Curtain with a little strawberry shortcake for Sports Talk Radio Podcast. So strawberry shortcake is a indica dominant hybrid that provides a much more potent experience than the strawberry in its name would be. It has a fruity yet gassy taste.
Oh yeah.
From the strawberry diesel and its genetics. And the high leaves most consumers relaxed with their feet up for the evening.
It's gassy.
What's that?
You said gassy. It makes it sound unappealing. It's gassy. You got to French it up, boy.
Well, maybe they should have put a fucking little like tilde on or some bullshit, dude. Like I don't. That's just straight up gassy. It does sound terrible, dude.
Know, right?
Ugh. Like I don't want to be farting from my weed, dude.
It's dirt, boy. No matter how you say it, quit Frenching it up.
I'll take it. Yes. Oh man. So other than that was our last one. So you know what? And I feel like some of these could definitely
be applied to other ones as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
again, Project Louder is home to the niche podcasts that are dedicated to very niche things such as Big Bad Beetleborgs, Ghoulies, and yeah, I think those are pretty niche when you say. Yeah.
I think that would definitely fit in the Sweet Island Skunk range as well. Yes. The pop culture. Sweet.
So alrighty. A little discussion topic to finish off the current events, and that would be, where did the term pot come from?
Boom, boom, boom. All righty. So over on 420intel.com.
That is a nice looking bud right there. I'll tell you what.
Right? Oh, it does look quite delish. So there are more than 1,200 nicknames, and I don't know who counted that out, but that'd be interesting to do. For cannabis. Some more familiar than others. Ganja, weed, reefer, and bud are some of the most used and familiar. Well, what is that? I'm sorry. I can't even fucking pronounce that. Alfadia?
What the fuck?
Well, alfalfa. Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Stroke out. Alfalfa, green goddess, and muggle. A 1920s term for a pot smoker and not a non-magical person.
That makes sense. I was concerned.
A muggle.
I can't. Hold on. How do I get rid of sticky notes? There we go. There we go. We can have a countdown.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, I didn't know we could do that. That's pretty fucking rad. We're gonna use that in the future. This show.
Yeah, we are.
We have a thermometer.
Oh, wow.
And then we can have days in quarantine. Yeah, we've been in there a lot.
Yo, that's how this podcast started, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally, because I was in lockdown. TJ was like, yo, let's do a podcast. And I said, let's do it.
Let's do it. Devil's lettuce is my favorite.
Yeah, right. It is. So according to slang scholar Jonathan Green, I'm not even gonna say he says drugs, but
hey, it looks like I'm gonna skip ahead real quick.
Yeah, you do ahead, bud.
So Steve, the argument on the slang term pot is far from settled, but one hypothesis of the nickname's origin reaches back to the Mexican Revolution of 1910 to 1924. The theory goes that the Mexican immigrants in the crosshairs of the revolution fled their country to make the lives in the U.S., many of them who brought cannabis with them. So the term pot is of Mexican origin.
Interesting.
So devil's lettuce you should not be using.
I just think that just is his personal
in a world of political correctness.
Yeah, right.
Pot.
Right. It's all just across the board. I'm gonna start using Muggle, dude.
Yeah, I like this. These are good things.
Right. Interesting.
Actually, I want to do a sidebar real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
So
we got.
Can we encourage racism, like terms for white people? Like, if somebody called me a honky, I don't think I would be offended by it. Because, like, for one, I don't think that that would mean anything to me. Like, what does that term mean? Explain that to me.
Doesn't mean shit to me.
Exactly. You know what I want to be called? A jive turkey.
Right? Turkey's delicious, dude.
Turkey is delicious. Cracker. I like crackers. If it's evenly balanced with salt, why not?
Right? Especially when you get an upset stomach, man. Helps you out quite a bit. And it goes all well with soups, dude. So fuck it, dude. I don't give a shit either way, man. You can call me whatever you want.
Right? All subjective.
Pretty much, man. It's all how you want to take it. So, yeah, essentially just the whole Mexican thing. It's still just a theory. We're going to get Scoop on. Scoop says he's going to ask his grandma, though. So we're going to get on the case.
That's my grandma. Grandma, what do I call weed?
Yo, just be like, yo, listen.
I love being a beaner. That's right.
Did Mexico term the freight or term the coin?
Coin the term.
Or coin the term. Jesus.
Okay, Christ. John, just quit talking. Just
I am.
Form sentences, please. Where are we here?
No, that's pretty much it.
Literal, you chucked the pop culture 1938.
What's that, sir?
Did you bring up the pop culture thing about the 1938? Yeah.
No. So how the term pot came into general usage is not very clear, but prevailing speculation is that the term was popularized by the author Chester Himes, who wrote the short story The Way We Live Now in 1938. She made him smoke pot, and when he got jagged high, she put him on the street. So we learned some new terms. I'm going to use muggle. I'm going to use jagged because I've never heard that one. Interesting. 1938. Yeah, that makes sense. When did Reefer Magnus come out? That was like
which time?
20s? The original. 20. Is that 20s or was that 40s? Might have been 40s. Because we used hemp and stuff in
36,
World War I.
Chief.
36?
Yes. And then it was re-edited by New Line Cinema and Jack Shoulder, director of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, for release in the 70s. Then was played in colleges as propaganda.
Yes.
New Line Cinema. That's how you started. Just wanted to remind everyone.
That's awesome. But so it says these are all just theories, and no one really knows with certainty where pot came from. However, Green told Time Magazine that with any slang, as soon as adults or authorities become wise to what the term means, it's time for a new one. So eventually, maybe this term will eventually go to pretty much go away. We'll lose pot completely. It'll be something
What
different.
are we gonna call it? Are we gonna come up with like some sort of?
So I mean,
name?
did you ever, when you were younger, did you ever like call it something stupid? I know me and my
No.
buddies used to call it waffles all the time. That, or we were like, "Yo, we're gonna go to Burn Dairy." Like that was the code word to be like, "Yo, let's go take a ride."
What's this Resident Evil Outbreak? What's that? Is that like the remake of a Outbreak?
I believe so.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's
So,
talk about it.
Taco. Ooh, Taco Tuesday. But it's
What-
Sunday.
What's it? Okay, there's 3 Resident Evil games here.
Bro, there's yeah. So what TJ is looking at right now, we're gonna hop on over to the other portion of our podcast. We got some big old fucking leaks over at Capcom. And pretty much, do you want to go through the list, buddy, or you want me to go through it?
Let's just talk about it. You talk about the second
All right.
game in while I research the first one so I can talk about it better.
Okay, so as TJ already previously mentioned, Resident Evil Outbreak, it's looking for Q4 for, I believe, 2021. We have Dragon's Dogma 2. Street Fighter 6 was leaked, so I'm a personal fan of that.
Interesting.
Rockman, which is Mega Man in North America match. So Mega Man match, which is going to be in the Q3. It looks like for 22. Resident Evil 4
games.
remake. I mean, we've all now there is a Resident Evil 4 remake that a guy is doing out there that you can get like the first 3 missions, but he is not Capcom sanctioned. So going with how Capcom's been remaking the Resident Evils, I think we're definitely getting an amazingly cleaned up part 4.
Mhm.
Or I'm at least hoping. We got Monster Hunter 6 dropped. Biohazard Apocalypse.
Now, hold on. Biohazard is the name of Resident Evil in all regions outside of the
Correct.
US. So this makes me feel like this is another Resident Evil game that is Japan only.
Possibly.
Okay. So also, could this be an adaptation of the Resident Evil Apocalypse movie? Just saying.
Ooh. That would be interesting.
Now the next one, he said SSF6. That's Super Street Fighter 6.
That's what I would assume. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Final Fight remake. You could fuck that up real bad.
Power Stone remake. I don't know what Power Stone is, bud.
Okay,
But-
talking about Resident Evil Outbreak real quick.
Yeah,
that
go
is
ahead.
a 2003 game originally released for the PlayStation 2
Correct.
and was exclusive to Nintendo GameCube with a few adjustments. The player chooses scenario, difficulty level, and character. So it looks like it was originally slated for exclusivity on the GameCube and then later or somehow PlayStation got it. Because Wikipedia is fucking stupid. And
I thought it was just a PlayStation 2 exclusive, and then maybe they dropped it eventually on the GameCube. Like it was a
oh, here it is. Yeah, it just
'Cause
says
that's the one-
PlayStation 2 here, but then it says there's also a GameCube port. So I'm gonna guess it's a PlayStation 2 dropped exclusive, and then it dropped the GameCube.
they did port. So because
Oh
GameCube
no,
came-
I'm reading it wrong. This is a PlayStation 2 exclusive. The way that they worded it made it seem like this wasn't. The Resident Evil remake was exclusive to the GameCube.
correct. Yes.
There we go. Okay, so this is similar to that.
All right.
I mean, hopefully we get it. And if it's an actual, hopefully it's more of a remake rather than a reboot.
Correct.
Because that'd be gnarly.
Yeah, that was one I never actually dipped a toe in myself. So
I have played one level.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So we also have, to end it off, we have Power Stone remake, Ultra Street Fighter 6, I'm assuming is that is.
Yeah, just ports and ways for them to make money with microtransactions.
Yeah, which I love that they already have, like, they already know they're going to do that, which anybody who's a Street Fighter fan is also knows they're already going to do that.
Yes.
Because they usually release like 7 iterations of the same game. They're like, we're going to have 7 different versions of 4. They have 8 versions of 5. No, they're already starting out with 3 of 6. And then Resident Evil Hank, likely possibly Hunk.
It's Hunk. Do you know who Hunk is?
It is Hunk. Yes.
Okay.
So
it looks like it's going to be like a Raccoon City sequel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Focusing around Hunk.
Wait, the one Operation Raccoon City?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. And it's going to be focusing around the Hunk character.
You know, I know a lot of people shit on that game.
It's fucking fantastic. I don't care what anyone says.
I enjoyed it. It was different.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to see them return to that style and clean it up a bit and see what they could do. So
I'd really like to play as Alice. Okay. So Biohazard Apocalypse be exactly what I said it was. Okay. Thank you.
Dude, could you imagine like if they actually tied into the movies?
I'd be okay with that. If all of a sudden they're like, hey, there's a dimension and there's a multiverse within Resident Evil and Alice just like,
that would be amazing, dude.
Because I'm pretty sure like the movies contradict the fucking games.
Oh, absolutely. Hardcore.
Yeah.
That's why so many people that were huge fans of the games hated the fucking movies.
So that's the only way you're going to have any sort of continuity is to have like a multiverse thing like they're doing with DC right now.
Yeah.
So we're getting a Bond game. I never was really into Bond games since GoldenEye.
No?
No, man.
I enjoyed them.
Closest to a Bond game I get are the Hitman series.
Fair enough. So the last few Bond games that I played, I think the last one I might have played was like Casino Royale on 360. So it's definitely been a hot minute. I'm not going to say it hasn't. However,
we should get the Master Chief Collection.
I have that.
You do for the PC?
No, on Xbox, but I can stream it on the PC.
Oh, so could I buy it on Steam and play with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's on Steam. You'd have to get through the Microsoft store, but yeah.
No, it's on Steam. It's on Steam. It just got dropped the other day.
Oh, did it really?
Yes, sir.
Nice. We do have a little teaser trailer if the boss man would like to pop that up. But yeah, it's
copying.
No, you're fine. So IO Interactive has announced it's working on an untitled James Bond game.
What else have they done?
Fuck.
IO. Okay, you keep talking and I'll do research.
No, you're fine. So the teaser video, blah blah blah. We're not going to go through that. So, God, I don't even know the last time we've. Ooh. So
is this their first project? Oh, they've made all the Hitman games. Okay. Yep. We're buying this.
Oh, so you know what? That makes sense because their little subtitle says, "But will it be a hit, man?" Okay.
Yeah,
fair
they've
enough.
made every Hitman game, including they've also made Watchdog, Kane and Lynch. Sorry, not Watchdog.
Oh, I actually really enjoyed the Kane and Lynch games.
Yeah, Freedom Fighters, all the Hitman games from 2000, all the way up until 2021. Is there a Hitman 3? Yeah. Fuck.
So, well, in that case, dude, I mean, they already know definitely their espionage game.
So my previous thing is, hey, the only game I played that was close to this was Hitman, and then I go, oh, this is made by the same people. It's Hitman. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll show this trailer because this is gonna be dope.
Yeah, so this is just the teaser trailer, by the way. So it's nothing.
No gameplay footage yet, so we can go.
No, just to get the palate wet, per se.
Moisten our back pussies. Oh yeah, yeah. Hitman with James Bond music.
I love Bond music though. I bet the music in this game alone would just fucking like make your nipples hard, dude. Project 007. So, we literally know nothing about the game.
But
we
that
have
was
no idea what
definitely-
Bond or who, what, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Is this a Bond that we
I don't
never
give
seen
a fuck.
before?
From the creators
know.
of Hitman, come 007. And I mean, if you're gonna do it in a modern way, why not? Right?
Well, here's the thing, like, but could you make it that much better on depending on which Bond you put in?
Yeah.
Maybe not for you personally. I know obviously some people.
You know
are
what they
big
could
fans.
do?
I would want all
Have
Bonds.
it changing. Yeah.
yes.
Drop
Like-
DLC. Be a whore for DLC. Drop character packs.
Dude, do it like Batman Arkham Knight, where you could just be every fucking Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We have an
Like-
illustrious group of men that have played Bond.
Oh, bro.
And
First and foremost, I would have to be Sean Connery. Right. Off the bat, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and then probably I'd give it up to Pierce Brosnan. Like, just because he was the one where I came into it, for me at least.
There better be dialogue options that allows you to seduce women.
Oh my god, dude! If it's like Mass Effect, where you got to fucking go up and like actually like,
There
Oh
better
my
be
God.
dialogue options to seduce men. This Bond needs to be modern. Like he needs to just be like, it's a hole. I'm gonna fuck it.
you know, now what if it? Imagine if we got the new Bond, because
Erdis.
yeah,
I'd
Imagine
be
if
okay with
they-
that. That'd be cool. As fuck.
yeah, dude. If he,
That's how they introduce him.
oh my god, like they actually did have him do all the voice acting and like the stunts and shit for it, it'd be phenomenal.
So
That's probably going to be on my bucket list, man. I'm gonna have to pay attention to that a little bit more as that drops.
you want to talk a little bit about a Zelda spinoff?
Yeah, I would. So we're gonna hop over on to a little bit of Switch here.
We liking
Now-
this Switch.
We do like it to Switch. So this is the new Hyrule Warriors trailer. It actually just dropped within this week.
But with
Age
all
of
of us
Calamity.
together, we shall prevail.
So I don't know if you, sir, have played the first one, but it was fun. It's
there isn't much
it's a
time.
hack and slash game, much more than
And still,
obviously your normal
no
Legend of
sign of
Zelda's.
my power awakening.
With the knight who seals the darkness, the
But it
four
seems they're going a little bit
champions,
more story-driven
and you,
than
of course.
The first
I'm
one.
positive.
You must promise to come back safely.
I know that you are where you need to be.
Go now!
I do enjoy the new art style of this of the Zelda on the Switch, man. Like Breath of the Wild is fucking great. Age of Calamity.
Now, to the castle!
Oh shit, she just went like Super Kamehameha freaking there. So that's a decent little beat 'em up game for the Switch if you're looking at that.
Oh, the PS5 controller will work on Steam.
Yes. So
That's the one thing we have to say here on this little GameSpot thing you have, huh?
yeah, and it's not that it didn't, but they added more support to the controller already.
Oh, okay. No adaptive
So-
triggers though.
What's that?
No adaptive trigger support though.
Not yet. That doesn't mean it's not gonna
It's not cum. It's not cumin.
And that also always, and even with the PlayStation, that all depends on if the company itself wants to utilize that feature.
Yeah.
So I know Activision did it with the new Call of Duty for sure. I believe you kind of felt it a little bit in Mortal Kombat. Miles Morales, you definitely did when you were web swinging. You could feel it like lock up when you pulled the web and shit. So, but now for the PC users, you'll be able to enjoy it as well, and hopefully a little bit more. I'm sure they'll keep fucking updating as they go. But other than that, we're going to check out this lovely, lovely gameplay trailer from Cyberpunk.
Got a lock on us. Engine's been hit.
Get us out of here.
I'm losing
Game that
control.
keeps getting pushed back.
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development, all to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
Beautiful.
You ever feel
game.
like the city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it, or you never existed at all.
The year is 2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces. With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best in resources and know-how, and home to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies, Night City continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What? No, this isn't happening. Oh, but it is.
But in the city's streets, a merciless struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, hustlers, religious cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another.
Sounds like Saints
Ordinary
Row.
people get caught in the crossfire.
Looking for justice. In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
In this world, consumed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Heart of Night City. That's it right there.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a load to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn yourself into a living weapon, buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds. As you roam the city's streets, you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and acquire perks. Combine the right skills and gear to create a gunslinger with inhuman reflexes. A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech. Or practically anyone in between.
Oh, dang.
In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
I mean to say there's an actual
So that's how
terrorist
Keanu
in my
comes into
head
it.
right now.
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
Told you I'd end you someday.
The choices you make will shape your story and determine how events unfold.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
But not everything in Night City is a matter of life and death. Sometimes it's about style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime, who's at your side. Choosing how you spend your dirty money.
Yeah, good old DM. No dirty money in a long time.
Welcome to the next generation of open world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
Probably buy that PC here.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's definitely gonna be a. I think that might be a Christmas gift for myself.
Yeah.
Or I'll get it for the wife, and they'll be like, "I'm gonna get me one too." But that was fucking dude. That shit looked amazing. Like, I would love to see it on the new systems themselves too.
Yeah.
Like, I hope my buddy that got the PS4 or the PS5, Jesus Christ, excuse me. It'd be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, we live in the world of 5. Ugh.
We do.
Yeah.
It's weird yet. It's still new to me because it's only been out like a week or so. So I'll get there. When you start seeing, if you actually go to GameStop and you start seeing the library slowly start to shrink down and the other walls start to get bigger, that's how you know.
That's how you know.
Yeah. But just like with ever-changing times, you know.
Yes, that it concludes the final episode of the Wake and Bake podcast. So until we debut the new one.
Yes.
Which we don't know when, but
no,
stay tuned.
We will discuss. We got to get our third on board here and melding of the minds, so if you will. So I think that's it, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. So
Wrap
until
this
next
shit
time,
up.
this is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, the Lady Rouser, signing off.
And this is your coffee, Jesus,